Hey Bricks, it's Brickley here, and in today's video I'm going to show you my entire LEGO collection. And firstly, I want to thank every single one of you for subscribing to Brickley, and we've hit 550 subscribers. That is an immense number. I did not even believe I would hit the 300 subscribers, so I want to thank you all for this. And if you are not subscribed to Brickley yet, please do so by clicking that subscribe button and of course ring that notification bell to stay updated on when I post something. And without further ado, let's go ahead and get right back into the video. So at first I also showed you my LEGO Star Wars collection in another video. And this is the entire shelf filled with all of my LEGO Star Wars sets, excluding the battle packs. As you can see, that it is quite a lot of sets, and I will be giving you a guided tour of all of the sets and with another piece of my collection, which is the other side of my room where I got all of these other miscellaneous sets from the themes like the Lord of the Rings, best LEGO theme ever, Pirates of the Caribbean, and then we also get The Hobbit and of course Simpsons, Stranger Things, and a lot of other LEGO stuff, which is miscellaneous. So without further ado, let's go ahead and look at my Star Wars collection. So here on the top I got my UCS sets. I got the Millennium Falcon, of course the Snow Speeder, and we got Darth Vader's castle, and I consider it a set worthy of the place of the UCS shelf, but I couldn't place it under anywhere else because it is just so large, and yeah, I can't fit it in any other spot in my shelf. So over here we got the Star Destroyer from the Empire, the Imperial Star Destroyer, the Slave One, of course the TIE Fighter, and then the huge, immense Death Star. And I'm pretty happy I got this. I got this back in the day, and I'm happy with this set. So back to what I was showing you, we got the Ewok Village right over here. Then we got some other sets from, well, the Return of the Jedi. And of course, we also get a lot of other cool stuff. We get the Empire Strikes Back scenes over here. I got a couple of those sets, some Snow Speeders, and then the AT-AT. I got a couple spots left for the other AT-ATs which I want to collect. And then over here we got the Rogue One sets. I did not mention that the A New Hope sets are in fact merged together with the ones from the Return of the Jedi. And then over here we got the sets from episode 3, the Revenge of the Sith. Pretty happy with that. I got my clone turbo tank from the Clone Wars over here. Never watched Clone Wars in fact, but I will be watching it very soon. And then over here we got a couple of other sets from episode 2, Attack of the Clones. I'm happy I got all of these sets. And I think that the Republic gunship of 2013 does look superb. But I would, in fact, love to get myself a UCS gunship, which LEGO will be releasing in the future. And maybe even get it a couple times if it is minifigure scale. And if that isn't the case, I will get the instructions for the Brickvault gunship, and I will build my Republic army with that. And then over here on the far right, we got, of course, some MTTs, and this is for the, Phantom Menace Episode 1 movie. And I'm happy I got these 3 big MTTs from 2007. I'm a big droid or Trade Federation fan. I love the droids, so I got a bunch of them, and I would love to get some more MTTs in the near future. And then moving down, we got my Rogue One Scarif mock. If you haven't seen the video covering this entire mock, I suggest you go and click the card on the top right corner of the screen right now so you can watch my full review on that. And over here we got my customized Kylo Ren shuttle from 2015, I believe. And it is still the gray version. We got some AATs, we got all of these amazing 501st vehicles, and then we got, well, some sets from, of course, episode 7, 8, and 9. I love the movies, nonetheless. Of everyone's opinion, I think this is a great saga. So if you have any other opinions, just comment that down below. And I think it's just great for collecting. And as you can see here, I have 4 of my first order Star Destroyers hanging above my collection of episode 7, 8, and 9. So I'm pretty happy with that, and I have a huge first order army. So if you haven't seen the time lapse on where I build my first order army, I suggest you go and click the card on the top right corner of the screen and you watch the entire time lapse to see how I set up my first order army, because it is sped up and it literally took me 4 hours to set up that first order army, so that it's pretty impressive to just do that without a break. And then over here we got, well, it's a crazy part of my collection. It's my first order TIE fighters, and I actually got 16. So if anyone can beat me with the first order TIE fighters, I suggest you try. But I don't think you will, and I will be converting those to some of the Brickfold TIE fighters very soon, so that is something to look forward to. And then over here we got 4 of the ATM 6 walkers from the first order, 6 snow speeders, 4 of the first order transporters, which I will be turning into the first order transporters from Rich Boy J, and I purchased the instructions. So if you are a big fan of the first order, I suggest you subscribe to Rich Boy J, and of course this awesome content, and you can purchase those amazing instructions, because I got them and the instructions look superb. So I'm happy and I can't wait to build this set. Now over here we got some other miscellaneous sets, we got some Rebel sets, and now it's time to move on to the other side of my room. As you can see here, this is all the miscellaneous Lego I got. And starting at the top, we got the Simpsons sets, we got the Quickie Mart, we got a big SpongeBob over here, and of course we get the awesome Stranger Things set. And I love all of these sets, I think it is great. And of course the Haunted House from the Monster Fighters line is also one of my personal favorites, because I fell in love with the Monster Fighters line due to it being so spooky. And then over here we got 4 of the ships. We got the Silent Mary, Black Pearl, and of course the Queen Anne's Revenge. And then over here we got a non-Lego ship, which is the Flying Dutchman, which has never been created by Lego before. So that is the reason why I put it up here. And it does look superb. I like the fact that it is so detailed. And yeah, that is all of the bigger sets on top of my shelf. Then we got the Hobbit sets over here. All of the amazing sets from all of the Hobbit movies. And I got every single set except for the poly bags. So I'm pretty happy I got these sets, and I can't believe that Smaug has turned into such a big worth on Bricklink. It is worth over $100 at the moment. So that is pretty insane if you consider that this set was around $100 when it released. So that's pretty insane to consider that it just increased in price so fast. And then over here we got one of my bigger sets on the miscellaneous shelf, which is the Disney Castle, and I think it is great. I love the build. I built this with my niece a while back, so I'm pretty happy with that. And then we got the Tower of Orthanc, of course, some Orcforge stuff, Treebeard, and my Tower of Orthanc actually fell apart a little while ago. I was carrying it to this room because my Lego room was actually on the other side of this wall right here, and I was carrying it, and I decided to put it over here in this closet, and it actually fell apart because I dropped it, so that's a bit of a shame. And yeah, let's continue to view my sets. Over here we got the Scooby-Doo set line. I love the sets, and I think it is a quite nice theme. I think it did not really get a lot of publicity and a lot of love from the LEGO community, but nonetheless, I think it is a great theme. And next to that, we get the Pirates of the Caribbean set theme, one of the best themes ever, next to LEGO Lord of the Rings. Again, bring back LEGO the Lord of the Rings, everyone. Go support the hashtag, so maybe LEGO will return LEGO Lord of the Rings. And I got all of these sets here. And then speaking of LEGO Lord of the Rings, got the Mines of Moria over here, we got Rivendell and Weathertop. Of course, we have the awesome Bag End by LEGO Mocklock. And I fell in love with this set just when I saw it, so I had to build it, and it turned out pretty well. And I think that LEGO Mocklock does make some quite amazing instructions, so go support him. He needs the support so he can continue working on his projects like Minas Tirith, and this will be a UCS Minas Tirith, bigger than the Cinderella castle from Disney, bigger than the Death Star, maybe even 6 times as big as the Death Star. So go support LEGO Mocklock, and of course show your genuine support to Brickley by subscribing and of course liking the video. That would be appreciated a lot. And then over here we got my Blackgate, and this is actually my, well, sort of customized version. I actually have 4 of the Blackgate sets, so that is why it is so big. Got the 4 towers and my Mordor Orc army marching out of it. And then my biggest pride of my LEGO collection, which is the Battle of Helm's Deep set with all of my Uruk-hai. And if you are wondering where my Berserker helmets, molded helmets actually came from, and of course the Uruk-hai chieftains, they are, well, fake or custom, whatever you want to call it. And I just added that to the army to state that the Berserkers minifigures are in fact 100% LEGO, but I added a fake helmet to them. So if you were wondering, that is how I did this. And I'm pretty happy with the Battle of Helm's Deep. I raised the walls a little bit of the main keep of the Hornburg. And then we got my Uruk-hai army, which if you haven't seen is on YouTube. So go click the card on the top right corner of the screen if you want to support that video. And then over here we got another LEGO Lord of the Rings set. We got the Corsair ship, and then of course some Toy Story stuff. I actually got 2 of those sets. We got a Hidden Side set over here, my 501st Troopers from the new set, and then I got a little sealed collection over here. And I will be unboxing them pretty soon, but I'm just keeping them in the box because I don't really have a lot of time to build LEGO right now. And yeah, that is, well, that's not everything. Under here I got a couple of my leftover Atlantis sets, and I actually had the whole theme back in the day, but I sold it to buy a computer, I think, or something like that. I didn't really have room for it anymore. I think I actually spent that money on LEGO Lord of the Rings back in the day, so that's maybe the reason why I sold it. And then over here we got the LEGO Monster Fighters theme, which is one of my personal favorite themes if it comes to yellow-hatted LEGO minifigures, because it's so spooky. And I really love the Dracula's castle and then Frankenstein set, and of course we get all of those nice details, and you can really see this is an old LEGO theme due to all the studs showing and of course the older building techniques. But I nonetheless think that this is a great theme which LEGO has made, and I would love it if LEGO will continue with maybe a random Halloween LEGO theme like Scooby-Doo or Monster Fighters in the near future. And then lastly, we got my SpongeBob collection. I got this back in the day, and I'm pretty happy I got all of these sets because they are getting a little pricey. And I actually modified my SpongeBob's house to make it one single round structure. And then we got all of the other sets with Puff's boating school, and of course the emergency care building, and then we get the Chum Bucket, the Krusty Krab, and a lot of other cool sets. And I really enjoyed my youth, my childhood time with these sets. So I'm pretty happy I got these back in the day, and I will be keeping them forever and will not sell them any day soon. So that's all of my Lego sets actually. And yeah, if you did enjoy this tour, please leave a thumbs up and of course subscribe to Brickley. This is not the end of the video, so thanks for sticking out if you are still here. And we are gonna take a look at my Lego collection under the table. So if we move under the table, as you can see here, there is a whole section of Lego sorting and some sort of system which I came up with. I actually have my first order army in this bin right over here, over 1800 minifigures. That is quite a lot. And then over here I got some miscellaneous parts. I got some gray parts, as you can see here, and then a lot of other pieces in here. And then we get the Victorian Guard minifigures, or the Praetorian Guard minifigures, and of course some other parts. And then over here we got my minifigure bin with the Star Wars minifigures and some other miscellaneous minifigures. And then we get the Lord of the Rings minifigures over here with my Orc armies horses from Rohan. I'm happy I got these. And then over here we also got my Star Wars troopers from the Empire, some droids, and of course clone troopers, as you can see over here. Pretty happy with all of those. And then over here we got a couple of other miscellaneous parts in my collection. And moving to the other side, over here we got a couple of other parts, and this is a sorting pile of sorted pieces right over here. And I actually have a bin over there with a lot of sorted pieces. I estimate that I have around 40,000 bricks laying around over here. So that's pretty, massive. And then we got my little studio, which I used for Instagram pictures back in the day. So that is actually everything beside these plates, which I usually pose my armies on. And then we got some miscellaneous stuff I need to sort out, like this bin. And I got this from building all of the Urukai minifigures from the poly bags. So I will be using this in future builds. So if you haven't seen me unboxing my LEGO Urukai army, I suggest you click the card on the top right corner of the screen. And I got a little bag which I found somewhere. And I want to ask all of you which theme this is, because I totally forgot. And I don't really know what theme this is. So please let me know which theme this snake came with, and I would be happy if you let me know what it is. So yeah, this was my entire Lego collection, and if you did enjoy this video, please leave a like. Of course, subscribe to Brickley if you want to support the channel. Again, thank you all for the 550 subscribers, and of course you can subscribe on my page and ring that notification bell to stay updated. And I'll see you all in the next one.